Now we are going to continue the circulatory system lesson with blood vessels. I already told you circulatory system consists of heart, blood tissue and blood vessels. Blood tissue we finished discussing. Heart also structure and anatomy as well as physiology we have seen heart. Now we are going to see the blood vessels, tubular structure. There are three types of blood vessels in our body: arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries, all the arteries collect oxygenated blood, distribute oxygenated blood to the different parts, from the heart to the different parts, except pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is the only artery which carries the deoxygenated blood. Okay. Veins are the blood vessels which carry the deoxygenated blood, which collects the deoxygenated blood from the different parts and send it to the heart. So arteries, from the heart it takes blood to the different parts. Veins, from the different parts it collects the blood and send it to heart. Okay. If you take the cross section of arteries, veins, the wall of the vessels made up of three layers: tunica externa, tunica media, tunica intima. Tunica externa, tunica media, tunica intima. And if you see this wall, the thickness of the wall of artery is this much. The thickness of the wall of the vein is this much. So artery has thick wall, veins have thin wall. And what I have drawn is the lumen. Lumen is the space through which the blood flows. Okay, the tubes, arteries and veins are tubular structure, and through this tubular structure only the blood is transported. So these are called lumens. Arteries are narrow lumen, veins are broad lumen. So differentiate between arteries and veins. Quite often they used to ask this question. Okay, so wall, thick wall, thin wall, and lumen narrow, artery narrow, veins wide lumen. If you take the capillaries are very thin. The wall of the capillaries is one cell. Single cell we can see only under the microscope. Isn't it so? So that one cell thickness. If you rub your eyes, you can see the red lines, the eye. Each red line is one capillary. That much thin they are. Okay? These arteries, when they supply the blood, they further divided into smaller capillaries called arterioles. Veins, when they collect the blood from the different parts of the body, they divide into number of branches, many capillaries called venules. So venules collect from the tissues and send it to the veins, veins send it to the heart. Okay, arterioles. Artery distribute the oxygenated blood to the arterioles, arterioles distribute it to the muscles, to the tissues. Okay, so these are the three blood vessels. Next comes the blood circulation. Blood circulation, there are two stages of blood circulation. Our blood circulation in our body is double blood circulation because it has pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation, from the lungs the blood is taken to the heart. Systemic circulation, from the heart it is taken to the different parts. Okay, so pulmonary circulation, systemic circulation. Now we are going to see how the circulation is being. Blood has been circulated 4 to 5 liters of blood only we have in our body. So the same blood only circulating, on the way while it is going, it is distributing the nutrients, oxygen, hormone, collect the carbon dioxide, all this function it is doing. The same blood only circulated from the different parts to the heart, heart to lungs, lungs to heart, again from heart to different parts. So heart is a central organ. It collects blood from the different parts, send it to the lungs. From the lungs it collects the blood and send it to the different parts. So this one is the central part. Now deoxygenated blood from the superior vena cava, inferior vena cava enter into the right auricle. From the right auricle enters into the right ventricle. From the right ventricle it enters into the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery enters into the lungs. So lungs, they got purified. Purified in the sense it gives all carbon dioxide. The blood which reaches the lung through the pulmonary artery is deoxygenated blood. That is less oxygen, more carbon dioxide. So all the carbon dioxide is sent out and oxygen is absorbed. The oxygenated blood from the lungs is brought to the left auricle through pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein is the only vein which brings the oxygenated blood. Pulmonary artery is the only artery which carries the deoxygenated blood. So this blood from the lungs, it reaches this left auricle. From the left auricle, left ventricle. From the left ventricle, aorta. And from the aorta to the different parts. All the parts are being distributed oxygen. They got oxygen. And due to metabolic waste, as a metabolic waste, carbon dioxide is being produced, and this carbon dioxide will be collected by the vein, and the vein send it through superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Again, it reaches this right auricle. From the right auricle to right ventricle, and right ventricle to lungs. From the lungs, oxygenated blood, left auricle, then left ventricle, aorta to the different parts. So it has been circulated. Okay. And the blood which is sent to the heart collects the blood and send it to the lungs. From the lungs it collects the oxygenated blood. That is pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation, it collects blood from the different parts and it distributes the oxygenated blood to the different parts. That is systemic circulation. So it has pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. Other than this, one special system is there, hepatic portal system. Hepatic portal system is connected with the liver. Okay, most of the food stored, especially glucose, is stored in the liver. Okay, so what happens? This artery is the hepatic portal vein, the vein which enters into the stomach. Then straight away it will not take from there. The veins collect all the deoxygenated blood from the different parts, renal vein and hepatic portal vein, like the different parts it collects. Okay, so here it will not straight away enters into the inferior vena cava. It enters to the liver. From the stomach, it enters into the liver. Hepatic portal vein enters into the liver. There it divides into number of venules. Again it reunites to form the hepatic vein. That hepatic vein only sends the deoxygenated blood to the inferior vena cava. Okay, so from the stomach, hepatic portal vein enters the liver. From the liver, the hepatic vein, it is converted into hepatic vein. This hepatic vein sends the blood to the inferior vena cava. This one is called as hepatic portal system. Okay. The next comes the pulse. What is pulse? Pulse also connected with our circulatory system because the arteries, we are discussing about the blood vessels, no? Arteries will expand and it will recoil. So the expansion and recoiling of the arteries during ventricular systole is called pulse. This pulse rate is always equal to the heartbeat. Okay, we can get the pulse rate here. We can count near the thumb in the wrist. The next, one more important thing we have to see here is blood pressure. The pressure exerted by the blood on the wall of the blood vessel is called blood pressure. This blood pressure during systole, the blood pressure increases because the ventricle contracts, the blood is pushed. This much space is occupied by the blood. That blood is pushed to the blood vessels. So the blood vessels are narrow. So it is pushed with a great pressure. So systolic pressure is 100 to 140 normally. Then diastolic, when they relax, the pressure will be less. The diastolic pressure normal is 60 to 80. Okay. So if it exceeds 140 by 90, systolic 140 up to 140 normal. If it goes beyond 140 or 90, diastolic pressure 90, then it is said to be hypertension. Okay, blood pressure we used to say, blood pressure. So if you take this sphygmomanometer or now we are having digital manometer and all. Digital manometer, we can see this reading straight away. And that reading, if it goes beyond, when you take the blood pressure for your mother, father and grandfather, grandmother, see if it is 190, 140 by 90 is normal only. 141, then 91. It starts like that, then they are having the hypertension. Okay, so here we have seen what are the different types of blood vessels and what are the types of blood circulation. Blood circulation in our body is called double blood circulation, pulmonary and systemic. Special circulation, hepatic portal system, then pulse, blood pressure. Okay, all these things we have seen in this. With this, we are finishing the circulatory system. Okay, one of the human physiology, one lesson circulatory system we are finishing. We will meet in the next class. Bye.